Hello, welcome to the GenXplainers podcast, The Perfect Song. Say hi, panel.
Hello.
Hello.
And today, along with Mike and Al, who are often here, we have a special guest, Blanchard. Hello.
Hello.
And my brother Tony, he's back too.
Hello.
And today we have a song brought by Tony. It had been brought by Tony. And tell us what it is, Tone.
Do you realize?
I don't realize what it is. Can you please tell us?
Oh, do you realize?
I don't.
I know it's the Flaming Lips' big hit, but what I've found, anyone I've talked to about the song, usually they really, if they like it, they like it a lot for the same reasons. I mean, and the reason is because they're singing about something that sounds kind of dark, but it really isn't. It's very, very uplifting, and it's a very simple song. There's like 4 chords in it, but the way it's put together, it's just, to me, it's like one of those perfect songs that it just has like the right message, the right amount of time from your life to listen to it. It's 3 minutes long. Got some weirdo prog song. Although it can be kind of proggy.
Do you that you have the most beautiful face? Do you realize?
If you don't know, if you're not really into the Flaming Lips, I'm not really necessarily into the Flaming Lips, but you know what? When I see them live, I always go away going, hey, I got my money's worth, because they're really into it. They play the song and they know people love it. They let them sing. It's just one of those songs that is really, it's a good melody. It's a good message, and I like it. So that's why I like it. But let everyone else talk about it.
Okay. Well, I'll just quickly say that I like the song a lot. I first heard it. The Flaming Lips kind of burst onto the scene with this album, Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots. It's sort of... it was everywhere on alternative rock radio or whatever it was called. And this song in particular wasn't like one of the first singles or anything, I don't think. I think it was probably the title track, but maybe it was. I don't know. But I remember hearing it and liking it, and I got the CD, and yeah, it's a very, very nice song. And I'll let everyone else say what their introduction to it was first before we get into like the structure or whatever, or the actual music. Blanchard, what about you? What's your history with this?
Yeah, well, I listened to it after we talked over the past couple, after we emailed over the past couple weeks, and I absolutely remember it. And it has like almost like a 80s movie soundtrack feel to it, like, like in the car listening to the radio thing. But, listening to it more, I think it was such a cool structure. First of all, it starts out, you think it's going to be like a "You're So Pretty" love song, and it's like, all right, that's cute. And again, I like those songs, nothing wrong with them. But it veers into this other path. But it sort of, I responded to it in my sort of New England stoic way of. It reminded me in a weird way of the Beatles of yesterday, in the way that it's like, you think life is bad now? Like something, the phone could ring right now and everything could get 10 times worse. You should appreciate what you have in this moment. And like yesterday, it's like, yesterday was so much better. Now I'm heartbroken, but now I'm thinking back to yesterday. And the way this song is like, yeah, all the people you love are might die, but are going to die. And you should appreciate that. And that the segue from the "You're So Pretty" into that, right, I thought was, jarring in a way that really makes me pay attention. And with that beautiful melody and very heartfelt performance, I thought it was really cool. And I like that idea. We grew up with the there are children starving in Biafra, eat your dinner, kind of like appreciate what you have and gratitude. And that's sort of what the message of the song to me is. But it's presented in such an interesting way. I just loved listening to it. I listened to it over and over, and I liked it more and more again the more I heard it. It's just a beautiful melody and a really cool message. Like Tony said, I think it's an awesome song.
Yeah, I like that idea of like it starts out. Do you realize you have the most beautiful face? And like,
Yeah,
I
you're
imagine
like,
someone, I wrote a song for you and start singing it.
Yeah.
And then the next one, what, all the people you know
Also,
one day
yeah.
will die, and the person going, what? Huh?
Oh, hey. Okay, you're right. All right. Oh.
You're
Point
kind of
taken,
ruining the
but-
mood
yeah.
here.
Right. Yeah. I just thought it was really cool.
Yeah. How about Mike? What's your deal here?
Oh, well, the first time I heard it, it was in a Mitsubishi commercial. No, I was kidding. Um, first time I heard it actually was on the album, because I bought the album shortly after it came out. I think your other brother Mike had it, and he told me you're gonna like this album. I think he's the one who recommended it to me. And then I got it based on his recommendation, and that's the first time I heard the whole album. I don't remember how long after it came out, but it was like the same year. And so I listened to it, and I was at the time where it's like I'm just putting all this stuff directly on my iPod, not iPod, because back then I didn't have the iPod because that was 2002. But yeah, I put it in the car and the CD player, stuff like that, and I would listen to it.
Discman.
And then what's that?
Discman. You used to have the disc.
I think I had the portable disc player in the car at that time. Yeah, because that was before I actually had before they were stereos.
You had the
The
cassette.
portable.
The cassette
Yeah,
wired
I
to
had the
the
little
CD
cassette
player
wired to it.
that
Yeah.
you stuck in there.
The first time I really heard Flame Lips was at that time, and then a couple years later, when I was at a film festival, I was invited to one of the parties, and they didn't say that there was a band playing. I went out back for the band was playing. It was the Flaming Lips.
No way.
Nice.
So it was the first time I saw them live. And so that was really fun. It was South by Southwest, actually. It was their party.
That makes sense.
At Toronto. But I did find it interesting when I was looking up stuff about the song this week, and that it was voted or officially adopted as a state rock song of Oklahoma, which I thought was really funny.
Wow.
And then I didn't realize that it's been used so much in weddings and funerals as a song. So I thought that was really interesting. That's one of those. It's a song of celebration of life and also mourning.
It's a crossover.
At the same time.
Episode
It's a
of songs
crossover.
that the people use at their weddings. I'm like, have you ever listened to the words to that song? Oh my God.
I know.
I mean, we could do a whole episode on that. Anyway, segue.
Well, I was gonna say there's other songs in that vein where you like political people using "Born in the USA" by Bruce Springsteen, things like that. Like I don't
Every breath you
understand.
take, which is a
like-
stalker song, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you realize that everyone you know someday will die?
So I didn't actually listen to this song for the first probably, I don't know, 10 or 15 years that it was out, for personal reasons, but I probably discovered it around 2016. So history-wise, mine is only 10 years old. But I immediately liked it, and I really enjoyed not just the I don't want to say paradoxical message, but sort of paradoxical message within. Yeah, it's like life is
especially
beautiful.
on the first listen, it does this shift, right?
Yeah. And his life is beautiful in part because it isn't permanent. And I always have enjoyed the Flaming Lips sound. There's always a lot of like little interesting things kind of moving in and out. No, I liked this song immediately when I first heard it.
Yeah, and generally about the song, I do think it's beautiful and sort of grandiose and big, and with I guess the message can be considered big, but the way the lyrics present that message is like so simple. Like Tony was saying before, it's a simple song musically, I guess too, but also just simple. Like, hey, do you realize that this, this fact, and it's really just a shifting of perspectives song, I think, and that can be very therapeutic and positive. I mean, I think it is in this case. I think that's maybe the point of the song. Who knows? Maybe he wants to depress you, but I don't think he wants to depress you. I don't get depressed by it actually. Because for me, it's like it's about appreciating things, and that's okay. All right, I realize it now.
Wayne Coyne has said that he wrote the song during a period of intense grief, and he was surprised people found it comforting rather than devastating. So I thought that was interesting that he actually said that in an interview.
Yeah.
That because I can understand that, because for him, he wrote it for this reason, but people interpret it a different way, which is great. What makes a great song is like you interpret how you are, and when you listen to something at a particular time, you're going to react to it differently if you were at another time. So I that is something that leads me to think like how impactful a song like this can be. I don't know why Oklahoma loves it so much, but that's a whole different story.
You're from Oklahoma, right? Or they started in Oklahoma?
Yeah, I think they're from Oklahoma.
There you go.
I didn't realize that. Okay.
You didn't realize?
It's still funny.
I didn't realize.
There's lots of other music from Oklahoma, I'm sure, but it's still funny, but it's a little less funny if you realize they're from there.
What you're saying, Mike, is like, because we're old, I gotta say, this sounds bad, honestly, because we're more mature, older, we've been through some stuff. Right?
Yeah.
We've all been through some things not so great. Lot of there's been tragedies. There's been things.
Yeah.
So we kind of we can't let. I should talk. We can't let things in the past that have been bad really affect how we are. We had to appreciate what we have and appreciate what we did have, and that's why it resonates more with me, especially now in the last 10 years, 15 years.
Absolutely. I think as a kid, you're sort of like, don't bring me down, man. Like, I'm going to live forever and everything's perfect.
You always think we live forever.
And now that's one of the cool things, maybe the few cool things about getting older, but you do have a different perspective on the exact same song. It hasn't changed a bit, same recording, same whatever. And you just hear it differently. And,
In that same interview that I was reading with him, he also said that the double question marks in the title of the song is very intentional, because he said one wasn't enough.
Like, do you realize I'm having a...
Do you? Yeah. And 3 would have been way over the top. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
You realize the sun doesn't go down. It's just an illusion caused by the world spinning around. Do you realize?
That guitar part and the halfway point where it goes do 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 do. I love that. I love the tone of the guitar, and I love how it adds and the bells. The chimes, I should say, not the bells. The chimes sound really good in it, and I don't think there's timpani in there too. But it's just like it
feels big.
Yeah, it feels really big, and it's really just a simple chord progression, but it really feels big, and it's not over. Some might say it's overproduced, but I think it's produced perfectly as far as like how they add the instruments in and how it like build a little bit, and then it just comes back to that. The last thing he said, his last question, the first thing he says is, "Do you realize?" And the very last thing he says is, "Do you realize?" And also ends with, "You have the most beautiful face." So it's coming back to, "I want you to realize all this other stuff, but also I told you you had a beautiful face." So it is very romantic. I want you to remember.
It ends that way. Okay. Yeah,
There's something romantic about trying to tell someone to appreciate their life. Like, you're so beautiful and you have so much, I don't know, there's so much that you could enjoy and enjoy it. It's sort of almost sounded more parental to me than, romantic in a way. Like, you're beautiful and life is beautiful, and don't let that slip you by. The time you're in right now, it's hard to keep things the same, and things change, and appreciate it. And almost like
You'd wait.
And enjoy it, but you might die soon.
Yeah, and everyone else definitely will.
That bus?
Yeah. But you're really pretty. Yeah, you're very
He takes existentialism and makes it a safe space for us.
probably why I like it.
Nice.
Yeah, I liked it, but I also do think in the pop song thing, like like Tony was saying, it's full and it's rich, but it's gentle. It isn't it doesn't bang you in the face with it, but there are special things about it that elevate it above just a basic pop, throwaway.
Yeah.
There are special little things to it that just make it all come together.
And I think because it's Flaming Lips and their instrumentation and their choice to make it sound that way, I mean, I can imagine this song with just an acoustic guitar maybe and someone playing it, and they would be good, but to be honest, I don't think it would actually be as effective for me. I think the grandioseness of Flaming Lips in general, I think it's kind of, it's by design and it's just who they are. So it's all very
too they're like delivering sort of a heavy message, but there's wit to the music and the tempo,
right?
And that contrast or that
yeah. And again, maybe I took it or people took it as a inspirational song because we have an expectation of them being a little bit like being witty about things or being, they're being a little bit ironic, but maybe but it sounds like he wasn't necessarily.
Right.
Yeah, he was being straightforward about the grief he was feeling, but who knows? But I think it works. That sort of over the top feel for them and for the song, I think it works really well.
Yeah, and I think so too. In addition to like the heaviness of the lyrics, it's also the lyrics are very simple and straightforward. Do you realize you have a beautiful face? Do you realize everybody's going to die? But the music is just so lush and complex.
Yeah, totally.
Good delivery system for those messages.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We hope you're enjoying this GenXplainers podcast. Please remember to find us and follow us on social media. And we'd much appreciate a 5-star rating on the podcast platform of your choice. Now, let's get back to the show. All right. Well, let's take a vote on it. Tony, you brought it. Do you think it's perfect?
I do.
Excellent. For all the reasons stated.
For all the reasons I've stated.
Okay. How about Al? What do you think? Let's go to you.
I went back and forth because one of the criteria is like, does this take you on a journey? And I kind of felt like, well, kind of in a way, like musically, it starts and ends kind of the same, but at the same time, I do think lyrically and emotionally there is a journey within there, and I do think it's perfect.
Okay, how about Blanchard?
I'm going to surprise myself and say I think it might be on this list of you guys and the way you have it structured. It's unique. And it's short and it's appealing to everybody, and you can appreciate it on all kinds of different levels. You could listen to it in the song and not in the car and not really even think about it that much, and it would still be enjoyable. But you could also dig into it, and the music is beautiful and it kind of is like of its time, and yeah.
All right, and Mike.
Yeah, I was kind of like Alan. I went back and forth on it, and I thought, like, is it more my reaction the moment I hear the song that I feel about it, or is it not? Do I hear it only in the context that I hear it in? And then I said to myself, it's like, is the question if it's perfect or whether it's perfect at the thing it does? And I think it is perfect at what it does. And so for me, I'm voting yes.
All right. Yeah, that's how and I've said it before, like I often put a lot of weight into a song can be perfect, and because it does what it's trying to do so well, I can even not like the song, and but say that it is perfect, but I don't like it. Again, we've talked about going back and revising some of our opinions, and The one that always comes up is the Beach Boys one, which I said no to. But when I look at it from,
I did too.
When I look at it from that point of view, I'm like, but maybe it is. Although I did point out musical things that bugged me about it, so I don't know. That being said, I'm going to say yes. This is a perfect song, and that means it's a turkey, everybody. We all 5 people agreed on it.
Wow.
It's a mega turkey. It's a turducken.
It's a turducken.
Turducken.
Oh.
All right. Well, everybody, go check out this song and hey, listen to the whole album. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Rashidi is such a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even the opener, Fight Test, is pretty fun. There's some good stuff on there. As a band, I didn't continue to enjoy them as much, as a side note, but this album is very strong. So I would say check it out.
I think Soft Bulletin is also a strong album. So
Well, I think that's an earlier album. I didn't after this album. I think Soft Bulletin is their best album, actually. I love that album, actually.
yeah.
Perhaps we'll talk about Soft Bulletin sometime. But yeah, check it out and like and subscribe. And I want to thank the panel. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much. It's always so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
thank you.
appreciate
Thanks for being here.
including me.
And bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.